everyone, it's Paola. Welcome back to my graphic design and art channel. But today's no ordinary video. No. I am doing videos for the rest of the year in this holiday season that are holiday graphic design videos. So I am excited because this video specifically is about wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper. So this video is mostly focusing on making patterns and using mockups, and it's just a fun Christmassy holiday design video, so let's just get into it. Listen guys, I'm gonna be so for real right now and say that everything is going wrong in this filming process, but we push forward because it's the holidays. And what are the holidays if not everything going wrong? Okay, I'm joking, but really everything has been a little stressful today, but we move forward because I'm really excited about this project. Okay, so getting into Illustrator, this is where I will start creating patterns. So one of my ideas was to make text that says Happy Holidays and then kind of make that into its own square in itself and then make that square into a pattern. So it was a little bit of a challenge just thinking about the logistics, but you know, I believe in my design skills and I really love making patterns on Illustrator. It's so easy, honestly. You just have to highlight your design, go into hit pattern make. I've talked about this in a specific video where I do a tutorial on it and I will link that below. It's kind of a long time ago, but it's still a good video, it still stands. And then Illustrator will make your pattern and you can just kind of mess with it from there. And I think this is so fun and perfectly festive for like Christmas wrapping paper, like making the patterns and stuff. And I think you can use this for any type of thing, packaging design, any type of thing moving forward. But it's the Christmas season, so that's what I'm doing. I just thought this would be a really fun topical video and I'm having so much fun with it. So what I did for this was I created my own little type pattern and then did a clipping mask. So when you do a clipping mask, you just are highlighting everything and then bringing it into the shape you want. So that's what I did there. And then that was where I started creating the pattern. So this is me figuring out if I wanted to angle it differently or change up the direction of the type, but I ultimately decided that I liked this shape of like the square on its side and then the square. And so this is where I just created a pattern and I started kind of moving things around and thinking, okay, do I need to have more than just these two to start the pattern, or should I make it kind of its own pattern in itself so that the pattern tool could kind of infer what I want? So I kept doing it and seeing like what was gonna work. And ultimately you do have to play around with the pattern tool unless you're doing something like more simple than this. This one was kind of unique, I would say. So it did take some figuring out, because when I changed up like grid or brick by brick or row by row, that changed up where the reds were meeting and I wanted all the red squares to touch. So once I worked that out and worked out spacing, it was definitely coming together to already look like what the wrapping paper would look like, and I was getting really excited. So I do love how this one turned out, but like I said, it took a little bit of finessing. The spacing, I'm not like great with making a pattern, so I'm always still figuring it out. It's always like a learning process for me, and that's something that you can do too with whatever kind of pattern you're making, because it really depends on your assets and your vectored objects and whatever they are. So when making a pattern, play around with the object by itself and then the object kind of in your own little pattern and see what type of pattern that creates. That's my advice that I would give. But overall, this is it. I love it. I think it turned out really cute and I'm already excited to see it in the mock-up. So this is where I started the second one. So for the second one, I brought in these star shapes on top of a rectangle shape, and I just started playing around with creating something that could be turned into a pattern again. And so this was my brilliant idea. But yeah, I was just figuring it out and making a new shape to see what we could create here. So I ended up making like a wreathed little thing. So again, making a pattern out of that, and it just makes it look so cool. It just really brings in fullness into a design, and obviously you can choose any color background with that. That just complements it super well, and that's what I love about patterns. So now it's time to move this into the mock-ups I found, and I am excited about these because I wanted them to look a little bit realistic over kind of cartoony and sort of the fake mock-up you see sometimes. So this is what I did, and I just started playing around with the color backgrounds to see if it looked good. I ultimately decided I just wanted to keep it white for the background for this one, but then I end up using the same mock-up just for the other wrapping paper as well, so we can look at it and look at how it looks with like changing the color of the bow and all of that. So this is how this one looks. I love it. This is me adding the second one to the same mock-up just to see how that looks in the same type of photo. I think it looks really pretty, and I ended up putting a colored background on this one so that it was a little more bright and bold. Like if I had a wrapping paper, I would love to have like pink and red wrapping paper under the tree. I think it would look so cute. And on this mock-up, I changed the color of the bow, and it just looks so pretty. So if you didn't know, over on Instagram on Reels, I made wallpapers for you guys. Free wallpapers, you can go screenshot them, but I decided to bring in the bow illustrations that I did for that and bring it into a wrapping paper cute mock-up. So this is how that looked, and I decided to put a red bright background on it, the same red from the Illustrator bows, and yeah, it turned out so cute. I'm so happy about this one. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't find any metallic for the mock-ups. I love doing metallic wrapping paper. Maybe I'll insert it if I do find it, but I was kind of thinking about that idea too, that would be really pretty. So as you can see, I ended up finding something that I thought could work. So I brought in more of my illustrated bows and brought it in like a yellow and silvery look, but it wasn't really hitting the way I wanted it to originally. This is kind of what I did, and I added in like a gold background, but the metallic was definitely working. So I changed the silver to a pink because I thought it would look pretty on there, and it actually really ended up cute. And as you can see with making that more simple pattern, all I had to do was put the two different color bows next to each other, and it created the perfectly spaced pattern. So super easy, and then I added it to this mock-up, and I actually think it looked pretty cool for being a little less realistic. And of course, the mock-ups look beautiful. Once the design is there, I'm just happy. I think it looks so good, and it was really like an inspiring project for me for this holiday season. I really want to keep working, I want to keep doing things, and this is a great type of project to just be practicing, you know? Okay everyone, that was my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you are looking forward to the rest of the holiday series videos that I'm gonna be doing. I'm excited. So yeah, please like this video if you liked it. It really helps my channel, and you guys know I'm trying to get to 100K. It's slow going, we're happy, we're excited, but we're getting closer and closer. I'm excited. So yeah, leave me a comment, let's chat, and I will see you in the next holiday video. Okay, bye!